Points are at a premium at this time of the season as we enter Premier League Matchweek 27. And with that, we got some good games, including the Manchester Derby to try and predict. Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Madison with Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. That's right, it's the Premier League, so it's over on the NBC Sports Predictor app, where we can win $50,000 on Premier League Matchweek 27. They give us five games. We got to correctly predict all 5 games, including the result and the correct score to win the $50,000. If nobody can do it, they'll give away a guaranteed $1,000 prize to the group of people that can get the most points right. The way you can get points is 4 points if you can get the result right, 10 points if you can get the correct score right. Last week we did really good. We got 4 of the 5 winning games right in terms of the result and got 2 correct scores right for a total of 28 points. So just a good showing last week. Wasn't good enough to cash, but like I said, 4 or 5, 2 correct scores. We're getting dialed in. Let's see if this week we can take that next step and hopefully get us into a cash. All right, let's start with that first game. The first game is going to go ahead and be Liverpool versus Fulham. Liverpool, so basically this matchup, it's, Liverpool continuing to fight for the top 4. They've obviously slipped here a little bit, but they're in the top 4 fight. Meanwhile, Fulham, they're on the opposite end of the table. They're fighting for the relegation spots and to, hopefully avoid relegation. Both of these teams lost 1-0 in midweek. Obviously, Liverpool dropping to Chelsea and then Fulham dropping 1-0 to Tottenham there. Liverpool, they really have no confidence right now. Not only are they, losing games and losing ground on that top 4 spot, but they're also doing it now at Anfield, which is where this game is going to be played. 5 games in a row now at Anfield, unable to get wins. So, yeah, I mean, we know that they have, injuries galore going on right there, but now you just have a really poor form going on, and confidence is definitely dropping. But they can look for confidence in this fixture. The last 5 head-to-heads, there's been 1 draw, which was most recently, but before that, there was 4 Liverpool wins. So while they are struggling, I do see Liverpool getting a positive result here. I do think they can even maybe possibly get the 3 points here. This is one that they've got to have. Like I said, the top 4 is getting away from them and getting away from them pretty quickly. So they got to have this. I expect them to have a nice bounce back game right here. So go ahead and give me the Liverpool win, and I'll go ahead and say it's 2-1. All right, the next game here is the Manchester Derby. It's Manchester City versus Manchester United. It's first place versus second place. But don't let that kid yourself. It may be first place by second place, but City's pretty much already gone on and win the championship based on the season they have. There's a pretty big gap between first place and second place. City, they continue cruising. 21 straight wins and 28 straight games without losing. That is remarkable. Absolutely remarkable. Never seen such a thing. City's last 10 games at home have seen 7 clean sheets. I mean, that's the kind of run they're on, folks. They're beating teams, but they're beating teams just really badly. They're scoring a lot, and you're not scoring on City at this moment. They've been really impressive. So far in the season, they're conceding 0.62 goals per game. Absolutely remarkable what City's doing. If you look at the flip side and see what United's doing, it's not good right now. 3 straight 0-0 draws. So, while they'll probably take, confidence and probably take some positivity that, hey, we're keeping clean sheets, they're not doing anything on the offensive side. 3 straight, like I said, 0-0 games. And then midweek against Crystal Palace, they had 1 shot on target. I mean, that is unacceptable. Crystal Palace is, I know they're not in the relegation zone, but they're not a good team in the Premier League. For a Manchester United team that, has, the firepower that they claim that they want to have, to only get 1 shot on target, that is just completely unacceptable. The last 5 head-to-heads in this fixture, there's been 2 wins for each and one draw. These two clubs, it has the potential to be high scoring though. They're 1-2 in scoring, with City scoring 56 goals on the season and Manchester United scoring 53 goals on the season. Look, this is going to come down to a Manchester City win, and obviously I'm sitting here in a United jersey. You guys know by now I'm a United fan, but I'm trying to win $50,000. I don't pick with my heart here, and while my heart would say pick United to at least get a result, now I'm in it to win $50,000. And Manchester City will win this game. It's just a matter of obviously how bad, but do you think Manchester United can score a goal? City has been impressive. They don't even let teams get past, like half field. You don't play in City's third of the field. That's not where the game is played. It's played in your third of the field and around half field when you can maybe kind of, get possession and boom it out. But yeah, you're not doing much. I don't see United scoring a goal here. I know they have the pace. They can counter. but City is just really good at smothering that and really killing any situation where teams can get out and hit them on the counter. So give me the clean sheet, give me the City win, and I'll say a 3-0 win for me. Next one we got here is Tottenham versus Crystal Palace. Look, Palace continue looking bad. Said it there a little bit a while ago where you're talking about the United game. And they just look bad. They're not even threatening an attack. I mean, it's like when Palace has the ball, you're not even worried that they're going to go and score. I know they got 2 very lucky moments against Brighton recently, but they're just not threatening an attack. Palace, to back that up, is 2 straight 0-0 results. They got 0-0 against United and 0-0 against Fulham. Fulham, that's a team where they should be able to show some activity. They should be bright in their attack, and they didn't do anything against Fulham. So Tottenham, on the other side, they're in better form. They've, as opposed to United and Fulham, right? So while Palace was able to keep clean sheets against United and Fulham, are they going to be able to do that against a Tottenham team that is in form, a Tottenham team that is going to bring Kane and Son, and you're probably going to get, a combination of either, mixing with those guys, maybe a Bale or a Bergeron or a Lucas to add with the Son or a Kane. So, yeah, Tottenham's going to bring more to the table than what Fulham and United brought, given the players, but then also factoring in the current form. So, and the Spurs are playing well. They've had a tough stretch. They've gone up against Liverpool recently, Brighton recently, Chelsea, West Brom, City, West Ham, and Burnley. They've beaten the teams in there that you would expect, except for Brighton. Brighton was the only team in that list that you would say they would have beaten. They've beaten them. Otherwise, they've lost to the teams that you thought, right? They lost to a City. Spurs are in a good form. They've had 3 straight clean sheets, have Spurs, so I like how they're keeping the clean sheets. The stats: Tottenham have conceded 1 goal per home game, and Palace is scoring 1 goal per away fixture. So that means Palace is going to score, right? I don't think so. Give me a Tottenham win. Give me another Tottenham clean sheet. This one's going to be 2-0. Next game we got here is Chelsea versus Everton. Both of these two clubs won 1-0 in the midweek. Chelsea's flying high under Tuchel. They're just doing absolutely incredible under him. In 10 games, they've only conceded 2 goals in 10 games under Tuchel. Just really phenomenal what he's done to really turn that team around defensively. Everton, meanwhile, they're doing really good themselves. They're in good form. They've won 3 straight. In fact, in those 3 wins, they've kept 3 straight clean sheets. So they're doing really good. I think on current form, these clubs are about even. I think, if we're just going to stack these 2 clubs up, pretty easy for me to say Chelsea's a better team, and what they're doing under Tuchel with the clean sheets, also with just the defensive performances and just grinding out results, whether it's in the league or even going out in the Champions League and grinding out results, they're looking impressive. But then when I factor in form, Everton also is doing really well. They're playing just really good. So I think current form makes this game even. Both of these clubs with clean sheets. Like I said, Everton's had 3 straight clean sheets. I like this game to be a clean sheet for both clubs. Yeah, this one's going to be boring on the score sheet. I've got it at 0-0 draw. If I didn't go 0-0 draw, I would go 1-0 Chelsea win. I mean, that's how I think these two teams on current form are about neck and neck. But I'm going to go ahead and say 0-0 draw. I was leaning 1-0 Chelsea. But I'm going to go 0-0 draw. We did that last week, and that was one of the correct scores we got. So I'm not scared to go 0-0. So, yeah, 0-0 for me on Chelsea-Everton. And then the last game we got here is West Ham versus Leeds. Look, there's a 10-point gap between these 2 clubs in the standings. West Ham is doing really that good. I mean, they're fighting for top 4. Leeds, they'll end up being somewhere around middle table. But West Ham, they've now got their aspirations on European football. Leeds, they've scored 3 more goals on the season, but they've conceded 13 more goals on the season. That's kind of what you've gotten with Leeds all season long, is high-flying attack. They're going to score goals, but then they expose themselves on the back end. Everybody's scoring against Leeds. They have no real defensive prowess in the back of their club. There's just an open brand of football. Meanwhile, West Ham, they've looked good. Look, their games are averaging 2.8 goals per game, but they've only conceded 15 goals in 13 home games. This is a team that is playing dramatically better at home. They're keeping really low-scoring affairs at their home fixture. So if you look at Leeds and see what they've done away, their games are averaging 3.9 goals per away fixture. They've conceded nearly twice as many games as games played. They've conceded 24 goals in 13 games. Like I said, they open themselves up, and their brand of attacking, how they want to get forward, it really exposes exposes them on the back end, and teams are able to get goals. I like how West Ham isn't giving up goals. Like I said, at home, the reverse fixture is really the only relevant head-to-head because the other ones are so outdated. So the reverse fixture was a 2-1 West Ham win. That was at Leeds. With this one being at West Ham, with how much better West Ham plays defensively at home, I'm going to go ahead and say West Ham wins the game. They're going to be able to punish that Leeds defense when they expose themselves. Give me a West Ham 3-0 win. I like West Ham to keep the clean sheet. Even though Leeds does score, I think you got to respect how good West Ham has been at home and how they just don't give up goals on their home ground. So give me a West Ham 3-0 win there. All right, that's how I'm doing it this week. Premier League Matchweek 27 for a chance to win $50,000 on the NBC Sports Predictor app. Go ahead and hit that like button if I've been of help to you. And as always, good luck on your picks, and I'll see you on the next contest. Thanks for watching this episode of Winning Bets. I'm Jason Mattis. I'll see you again when we are celebrating the wins and making more winning bets. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe for more winning bets.